go into that. I was looking at the 805 Reviews poll question and about the cockroach or the mouse.
Yeah.
And I know I saw the story about the fast food restaurant.
Stories?
Was there more than one? I just saw the local story.
There was a place up in North County that had a cockroach infestation, and they actually had to close their doors for a day to get the health department said, yeah, indeed, you guys have cockroaches. You guys need to close down for a day, get rid of your cockroaches. And now
so
they've since opened up.
The question is, if you found out that one of your favorite places had one of these issues with the cockroaches or the mice, would you ever eat there again? And the results are really surprising to me because...
This is your favorite restaurant that we're asking you about.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that my favorite restaurant, this would ever be an issue, but I have had restaurants that I went to and I found out because remember I have that friend that works at the health department and he told me about that website and we went and looked and anybody can look at it. I don't remember what it is now.
Don't
you
do
Google San Luis Obispo Health Department.
Don't do it though. Whatever you
and
do,
you can
don't
look
do it.
at every restaurant.
Every restaurant that you like to go to, you're like, well, why did it get a B, but this place over here got an A when I thought this place over here was the filthiest place I've ever eaten at?
So my wife, when we lived in Grover Beach, found this this Chinese restaurant that she liked. And so I'm like, and I always thought it looked shady as all hell be it. And it's been a couple of other things since. I'm pretty sure the health department's report ended up getting it shut down. Because every time we'd go in there, there'd be like one older couple in the corner. So we normally got takeout. And so I would go down there.
There's an older couple and not a younger couple, because an older couple means that if they're regulars, then it's sustained them, it's preserved them in their life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I just think older people are they grew up in a different time where they'll just take it.
Their bodies are more immune to disease.
And they're not used to eating at nice places because let's face it. I mean, if you're 60 or 70 years old, you're used to just going to the diner where they were smoking and cooking at the same time.
Yes.
So I mean, it's like whatever. They just they've been through a lot.
Our expectations of the Generation X and lower are much higher.
Right from the beginning, I was suspect of this place, so I quit eating there, but I would go there and I would get her string bean beef that she liked, or beef with string beans, whatever it's called. And so
that
sure enough...
sounds disgusting, by the way.
Sure enough,
string bean
we
beef.
read this health department report, and it's mice, it's cockroaches, it's all kinds of problems. It's not getting a failing grade by any means, but it's definitely not getting anywhere near a super great passing grade. So we quit going there, and then shortly it shut down. Now it's something else. Now it's a barbecue, Korean barbecue, sushi, all-you-can-eat place, which makes your antennas go up, and you're like, wait, all-you-can-eat sushi and Korean barbecue? I don't know. That just sounds weird
amazing.
to me. Yeah, but
the concept sounds awesome.
But when you go to those places, it's those buffets, and the food sits out all day because guess what? Every time I drive by there, there's no more than 2 cars in the parking lot. I'm convinced the cook and the guy in the front that sits there and goes, hey,
it's not fresh all you can eat. It's just all you can eat.
So looking at this number, I am so surprised. 9% of people said yes, they would go back because it's their favorite place.
We had this discussion yesterday, but I'm gonna bring it back up to you again. Once a place gets busted for this, like the fast food restaurant down in Nipomo that had the mouse on the counter in between the condiments and the fountain drinks, they are going to be on their A game to make sure that they don't have mice running around the fountain drinks anymore. Okay? They are going to eliminate the problem, even though the health department came in and inspected the place and said, everything's cool, you guys, we don't see a problem here. They still are going to make sure that no other instances of pictures crop up on social media.
In the meantime, yes. In the near future, yes, they are going to do that
for the next 6 months.
They got there for a reason.
I say for the next 6 months, that place is the safest place to eat on the Central Coast. That's what I say.
Well, the whole Jack in the Box thing.
Yes, because of the E. coli thing. Yes, and I highlighted that yesterday. When we were having this discussion about this very incident.
Yeah.
If it's your favorite restaurant.
There's too many other options.
Our favorite Chinese restaurant when I was a kid got busted for.
You told me once the stereotype, or what do you call that? The cat thing.
This is a stereotype.
What did they get arrested for?
They got shut down for a month because they were serving almond chicken that was not almond chicken. It was almond cat. Okay? And this was our favorite thing to get on the menu. Our favorite thing to get on the menu.
You've probably eaten cat.
I know. And
can you imagine?
But it was so good. It tastes so good. Oh my God, it was so good. cat owners are.
It's all that fancy feast they were feeding the cats.
So much better than chicken. But we went there, and then we went there one day, and this is before the day and age of social media or anything like that. We went there and it just had a sign up on the door that said, closed for the next month, health inspection. We failed health inspection. Then digging around, we found, okay, this is what they got shut down for, which is weird because we used to always see cats back by the dumpster of the restaurant, not thinking much of it, just that they were neighborhood cats. But who knows? Maybe they were running out of chicken and using the resources at their hand, at the ready. This place was a wildly popular Chinese restaurant.
Because that almond chicken was just so different than everyone else's. There was something about it. It was so good.
So then I remember hearing that, and we owned a cat, and I was like, God, we can never go back there. And I was like, I don't know, I was like in 6th grade. And then, I don't know, maybe a year passes by, and then as my mom and my stepdad, where are we going for dinner tonight? They said, we're going to Waku's. And I go, no, we're not going to Waku's. They serve cats. And I remember they said, oh, no, that was before. Now it's fine.
36% of people said maybe they would go back. So that means that 45% of people would go back.
Would not go back.
No, would go back.
9 plus the 36.
Yeah.
If they passed health inspection.
Yeah, because I think if somebody says maybe, they mean yes. 54% of people said no. Time to find another place.
Would you find another place?
Yes, but you would go back because it's your favorite restaurant?
Yeah, I would go back for the next 6 months.
Mike writes in, he used to be an exterminator, so he always knew which restaurants to go or not to go to.
That's one of the perks of the job, right?
Or, that's why everybody should know an exterminator if you like to eat out.
So we stopped at this place, and, oh, God, I forget the name of the town. It's somewhere between Klamath Falls, Oregon, and Alturas, California. Okay, there's this little town. It's a border town. And it was really, really, really hot out, and my daughter wanted ice cream. So we stopped at this roadside ice cream stand that they'd serve up burgers and hot dogs and French fries and ice cream. And I was changing our son in the back of the minivan, which minivan's awesome for that because it's like a changing table.
Okay.
For the changing. So I'm sitting there in the hot interior heat of the West Coast. And I'm changing my son, and my daughter and my wife go walking into this place, and then promptly they turn around and walk back out. And I go, that was quick. What's going on? And she's like, just get in the car. 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 And I'm like, why? She goes, just get in the car. Just get in the car. And this guy comes walking out behind him. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And when she was walking into the ice cream joint, she sees the guy holding a can of Raid, and then when he sees her come walking in, he tries to hide it behind his arm and behind his back. There's nothing to see here.
And so he came outside?
Yeah, well, he came outside because he was going to come outside anyways. I mean, he was probably going to get another can of Raid out of the.
I thought he was. Hey, storage. Come on! What's wrong? Where are you going?
Oh no! Can I get you some ice cream?
It's funny because we all use Raid, but it's I don't know. I want to be in control of Raid when I use it, especially around places where there's food prepared.
93.3 KZOZ rocks Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.